We're going to hit record. Okay. Hi, everybody. It's Nisha. Welcome back to Permission to Leap. Today we have with us Tandy Elisala from Center for Inspiring Greatness. Tandy inspires women to live lives with passion and purpose, learn to love themselves first, and lead a life that matters. She helps women who are everything to everyone learn to be something to themselves first. Self-love is the best love. Tandy is passionate about helping women confidently and courageously take passionate action towards their purpose. She believes everyone has the power within to be, do, and have anything they want. Tandy is a 4-time best-selling author and certified professional success coach. She is here today to talk to us about the 3 mistakes that even smart women make that keep them stressed out and stuck, and how to avoid them. Hi, Tandy. How are you today?
Hi, Nisha. I'm awesome. I'm so honored and excited to be with you today and the entire Permission to Leap community.
Thank you so much for being here. So can you tell us a little bit about your story?
Of course. So the short version is I spent 25 years in corporate America in executive leadership, VP roles. I did that for 25 years. And then my family's D-Day happened, December 22nd of 2009, when my dad, my hero, was hit by a semi and involved in a 20-plus car pileup on the I-10 freeway in Casa Grande, Arizona.
Gosh.
And he suffered severe traumatic brain injury, physical injuries, and my already disabled mom, he was my already disabled mom's caregiver at the time, and she weeks prior to his accident was diagnosed with breast cancer. She had kidney failure, diabetes, high everything, as well as paranoid schizophrenia. So she had a lot of mental health issues as well as the physical health issues. I ended up leaving my corporate career to take care of both of my parents simultaneously. When I did that, I originally thought it was only going to be for about 6 months until their respective deaths. It ended up being about 2.5 years. And I saw them through everything in that time. I'm also a single mom. I was going through a divorce at the time of his accident. I raised my kids as a single parent. And I also have been through cancer 4 times. I'm a 4-time cancer thriver.
Oh,
and probably my biggest, I'm also a victim of domestic violence with my first marriage. I've been through financial ruin, losing my home, losing my belongings, losing everything. It's been quite a journey, Nisha. And
sounds like it.
Yeah, and through my last bout of cancer was when my biggest wake up and revelations were. And I am just so honored, honestly, to be here because it's, it was quite a journey this last time. It was stage 4 cancer. And
Wow.
I'm in remission, about a month ago or so, and I'm remission never looks so good. I'm excited, and I am just thrilled to have a voice and be able to share that with everyone.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations on your remission. I think that's absolutely awesome, and I am glad that you are still here because you are an inspiration, beyond anything that I've ever seen.
Oh, thank you.
What is your definition of permission?
My definition of permission is trust. It's trusting in yourself. It's and your capabilities, your skills, your talents, your abilities, your unique blueprint where you show up in the world in the way only you can.
Right.
It's about trusting life and the process of life, and trusting that everything that happens for us. It's about trusting God, source, universe, energy, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And that universe has your back. And it's about trusting others to support us in that process. It's really trusting. It's surrendering.
Oh, surrendering. So you have to surrender to give yourself permission. I like that. So what are the three things that keep us stressed and stuck and playing small and from giving ourselves permission?
Yes. Oh my gosh. So I've changed this up a little bit for our interview today. And the first is fear.
Hmm.
There's so many fears, right? Fear of failure, fear of success, and everything in between.
Right.
And the thing that is I want people to remember is that fear is always with us. So
Right.
and it has a purpose. It has a purpose of the fight or flight. It can save our lives. When we're listening to that internal guidance system when fear happens. However, oftentimes I have seen smart women allow fear to paralyze them, to stop them, and to it shows up in so many ways. And so I like to say, fear, instead of resisting fear, because what we resist persists, right?
Right.
Allow it and just know, like, okay, fear is here. And just don't give it a voice. Don't let it hold the wheel in the driver's seat. You are the driver, not fear. And just acknowledge that fear is there, and you are, you are the master. The second thing is perfectionism.
Uh-huh. Guilty.
And this shows up with women, I find, in particular, because perfectionism is really the opposite of progress. So in order to make progress, in order to improve our lives, our products, our services, our everything, we have to take imperfect action. So that we can make progress. Because the only way you can make things better is to put it out there. Right. Otherwise, it's just going to be in constant, creation mode. So, as a business owner, this initially showed up for me like, okay, I need to have my website like just so. And then I'll be able to launch my products. Oh, no. I need to do some free coaching sessions and then get some testimonials, and then I'll be ready. Oh, wait. No, I need my social media presence, and then I'll be able to. Oh, wait. You get the point. Like, it's just one thing after another.
Yep.
And so the only way that we can truly make progress is to take imperfect action. And that's just, that will just take you leaps and bounds. And the third, Nisha, is the idea of, especially as women, we put other people first.
Yes.
Society, I think, mistakenly has told us, especially as women, you got to put your family first, girl. You got to put your kids first. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And I'm not suggesting that we don't take our responsibilities in the world seriously. It absolutely is. However, I had cancer 4 times, Nisha. Like, I'm a single mom. And if I didn't take care of myself, I wasn't going to be there for them. Like,
oh, wow.
Like, that's the bottom line. And if it will show up. Our physical bodies, either physically, emotionally, spiritually, in some way, shape, or form, if we continue to put other people first, ahead of our own needs and ahead of our own growth, we will get sick. It'll show up as dis-ease, as illness, as any number of things. So we owe it to our families, our communities, our clients, our customers, our employees, our everybody, most of all ourselves, to put ourselves first.
Wow. That's so true. And I've heard it before, you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of them. But the way you just put it in terms of your cancer, that did it. I got it. I get it. Wow. Whew, okay. So how did you learn that self-love was the best love?
Great question. So I attended a class through a spiritual community here. And I was doing a visioning exercise. And it was, I was writing down like my vision for my life and the things that I, wanted to manifest into my life. And one of them is a divine male complement in physical form. I want my king, I want my twin flame, I want my soulmate, I want, and, that was one of those things. And then I asked myself, who do I need to be in order to have this in my life?
Right.
And the first thing that came to my mind was I need to release the remaining 40 to 45 pounds. Now, I've released 85 pounds last year. So, and I say release rather than lose because I don't want to gain it again or find it again, right? So, as I was writing that, like something came over me, Nisha, like a flip in my brain, and I just crossed it out incessantly until like there was just black ink. And I was just like, what did I just say to myself? Like, I just told myself that I'm not worthy of receiving unconditional, passionate, incredible, supportive love just the way I am. And that was just stupid because I am worthy of that. And I am, I'm so lovable. I'm an incredible catch. Any man would be lucky to have me.
Exactly.
Seriously. Yeah. And my kids are awesome. So, I realized in that moment that self-love, in order for me to attract, and I knew this logically, right? And I've taught this, that we have to love ourselves first before we can, create space to blah, blah, blah. But in that moment, I realized I need to stop thinking and feeling that I've got to do something else or, chase after something else before I can receive love. And loving myself first is the best gift that I think any woman can give herself.
I like that. So would you say that your perfectionism was showing up in and blocking your love life too?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's amazing how it can just spill out from one area to the next. It's like you think it's
oh my gosh,
business, but then it's really about everything. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. And that doesn't mean that I don't want to improve my health and fitness, and that I don't want to, be the best that I can be. It means that I know that I know that I know that I am worthy, I am capable, and I deserve to be loved.
Exactly. So what was your pivot point? What was the point that you just thought, okay, I have to make a change or I have to give up?
It was the fourth bout of cancer. It was, when I was diagnosed and the fourth time, and I was going through treatment. I had surgery, and I was going through intense chemotherapy every day, radiation. And I was so, I just, there were days I found it difficult to move, like physically move, get out of bed. And I had to dig deep and remember why I was here on this earth, and remember my purpose, remember what I'm here for, and have that faith, right? And surrender and know that I am here for a bigger reason, and that I will get through this, and I have to be stronger than the cancer. I just have to be. And there were days, Nisha, that I literally wanted to die. Literally wanted to die. I just didn't want to wake up. And it was during those days that I really relied on my faith and gratitude and my support system, and realized that I have so much to live for. And and that cancer is simply, I declared that cancer was simply going to be another story, another, way that I could help and impact other people. And in that moment, I said, I've got to change what I eat. I've got to change what I put in my mouth.
Right.
And I've got to start moving my body. And so I started juicing. I started eating better. I started yoga. This was after treatment. I mean, during treatment, I actually had head and neck cancer. Never smoked a day in my life, never drank. I just, whatever. But so I actually had a feeding tube. I couldn't eat and was really too weak to do anything. But once I could,
Right.
I started juicing and I started eating better and started doing yoga and daily. And I just love it. So that was the pivot point. It was like, I was angry with myself for getting cancer again, when I thought I had gone through it the last time. And I was angry at God. I was angry at everybody. And,
Right.
but I got through that. But that was the pivot point. I had to make a decision if I was going to live or die.
Wow. That's a big decision. And I say that because I know that there are people who have been in your position who have made the opposite decision. And the fact that you were strong enough and you gave yourself permission to keep going, I really
Right.
commend you for that, because it's not an easy road to come back on. Not
No.
having been through it, but having watched it from the outside looking in, I can't even begin to imagine. So I commend you, and I say bless you for all that you've been through.
Thank you.
So you say that the fourth time with cancer was the biggest thing, or the number one thing that changed your life. Was it your spirituality that changed? Or, I mean, I understand your mindset changed, but what was that big shift that made it possible?
Well, it was in part, I didn't want to feel physically how I was feeling physically anymore.
Okay.
And I um, and I knew that for me to fulfill my mission on this planet, I had to do better. I had to be better. I
Yes.
had to get better. And it was my spirituality. It was my faith for sure. That really helped ground me.
Okay.
And yeah.
Wow. All
Sure.
right. So what is your favorite tip for achieving more, attracting more, and feeling personal freedom?
It's a great question. Take imperfect action.
Mm-hmm.
Love yourself first.
I love that.
And have a daily success ritual. Whatever that looks like.
What is
So
your
a daily success ritual is a list of things that you do consistently on a daily basis, preferably in the morning, to help get your day off right, to set your intention. Mine includes listening to music. It includes journaling. It includes meditation. It includes yoga. And it includes gratitude practice.
Okay.
So, yeah. So those are, and being out with nature is also a really good. There's a whole host of things that you can do, but it's whatever helps you connect to your divine power.
That makes sense. Do you have a set amount of time that you spend on that? Like, is it 5 minutes, 20 minutes? Or is it however it goes?
Sometimes, well, minus yoga. Yoga is an hour to an hour and a half a day.
Okay.
But above and beyond that, it's anywhere from 10 minutes to 45 minutes, just depending on what I have going on.
Okay. Okay, so there's not a set time. You just go with the flow. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the best advice you've ever received?
Mm. The best piece of advice I have ever received and has served me well in helping me to heal um, all things on all levels is that we have the power within to be, do, and have anything we want. We have that power. And it's up to us to find it and activate it.
Right. Okay, so what's one personal habit? I know you shared your success habits for the morning, but what's one personal habit that you take with you throughout the day that contributes to your success?
Sure. I have what I call a success jar. I used to call it a gratitude jar. I call it a success jar now. And every night, I write down something that went well that day.
Huh.
It could be, that my computer turned on and it worked. It could be, it could be that I kicked butt in yoga and did advanced poses. It could be that I got all green lights, on the traffic. It could be that I got to cuddle with my dog. It could be I got this awesome piece of advice, or I did a great, interview with somebody. But I think about that throughout the day.
Right.
What is it that is contributing to my success, and what is going well for me today, and how can I help somebody else have a good day?
I like that. I'm going to have to do that jar. Because I know we get so wrapped up in gratitudes that we forget to celebrate our successes along the way. And
Yeah.
of course, there's nothing wrong with gratitude because you need to make sure that you're grateful for everything you get. But I think we forget to stop and celebrate the little milestones that take us to the big things that we're watching for.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. Okay, so where can we find you online so people can find more of you?
Yes, absolutely. So you can grab my free self-care checklist, and that's at bit.ly/self-care list, all lowercase. And you can grab my simple checklist for ideas for self-care, which is a great demonstration of self-love. You can find me on Facebook at Tandy Elisala, or my business page is facebook.com/successful coaching to greatness. Twitter is Dr. Tandy, and all the other ones is Tandy Elisala.
Okay, and then we'll have links to all of them under the video here, but just in case somebody is just listening to it, then they can find you on one of those places. And then also the free checklist that you were talking about, there is a link to that underneath the video, so they can go there and sign up and get that, because
Awesome.
I know that you have some awesome tips. You also have a blog, right, on your website?
Yes. If you go to my website, which is, you can get there in one of two ways, either tandyelisala.com or centerforinspiringgreatness.com.
Okay.
That's sometimes easier for people than knowing how to spell my name. And then hit blog, and you'll see, I think I've got over 400 or 500 blog articles on my website.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, but I recommend that, pretty much any kind of self-love topic you're looking for, you can probably find it on Tandy's website. So go check out her blog on top of all of the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and just, make sure you get in touch and connect with her, because she is absolutely awesome. So, Tandy, thank you so much for joining me today. I so appreciate you taking this time with me.
Well, thank you, Nisha. I'm honored to be part of this community.
All right, you have a good one.
Thanks, you too. Bye, everyone.